The free bird thinks of another breeze, of trade winds soft in the sighing trees.
To the victors go the plunder. You should crown them with a baseball bat.
Shaken out, long and clear upon the hill. No merry note, nor cause of merriment.
Burst like wing seeds, let them smolder into gossamer embers. 1,000 gray butterflies.
Poetry Out Loud is a nationwide competition where students memorize a poem of their choice from the list that the National Endowment of the Arts puts out. And then they recite those or perform them. I like to think of it as performance.
And I have let the years slip from me and have not fulfilled the aspiration of my youth.
My song gave her creation, prepared her delivery, held her severed cord beautifully beaded.
There are too many schools in the United States which have no arts programs. We've had between 250,000 and 400,000 students compete across the country each year. It is one of the most important arts education events in America.
Making me a different person from the person I was yesterday.
I think poetry has always been relevant. I think that poetry is really one of the oldest art forms. It's how our history started being shared before it was written down in books. It's how our family stories, how our myths got incorporated into the culture.
It's a very challenging thing to be a judge for a Poetry Out Loud competition because you're trying to evaluate many things at once. So we've created a very compact but complete list of criteria. It ranges from, at a literal level, was the recitation accurate? How was their voice level? How was their body language? How clear was their diction? So they're being judged fairly and consistently across, I believe it's 8 categories.
Here, at our sea-washed, sunset gates, shall stand a mighty woman with a torch.
In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud.
Every student who has memorized a poem has made it a part of themselves and then has given it back to audiences, which is fantastic. It's a great way of sharing literature.
It's such a blessing to be here again, especially for a second time. I love the aura I get when I'm around these people because I know they care for something.
And I used to be that kid that would make fun of it, saying like, oh, poetry has no meaning. I think what really deterred me was just the really emotional aspect of it. I could never see myself projecting it, but now have like this newfound love for it.
We love seeing kids, all students that participate in this program, and some of the students that do are kids that are into theater and into speech and debate and those kinds of things, and that's awesome. But I think for me, the most profound successes are the kids that never, ever would have thought of themselves in that way.
I've heard it in the chillest land.
It was like a talent I didn't know I had, and I noticed how well I was doing. I was like, wow, it's time to take this seriously, and it just came as a shock each step of the way.
And as they all were seated, a service, like a drum, kept beating till I thought my mind was going numb.
The artistic mind allows people to be creative, to imagine, to envision, and expand both the body, mind, and spirit. I think the arts are critically important for us all.
Not only does it increase the students' interest in poetry, but attendance at their local literary arts events are starting to swell up, and just bringing poetry as a form back into the consciousness of American culture, I think is, for me, the biggest win of this program.
I
I feel awesome. I feel so great. I feel happy.
It was so cool seeing people from all over California and seeing like what a diverse state we have.
Shocked, apprehensive, nervous.
These are people who like really care about poetry and their craft. So work really hard. Make sure to stay humble. Thank your friends, your family for getting you where you are. And yeah, have fun.